Now I have completed already two chapters, that is not for profit organization and one is cash flow statement. Good afternoon, Sion. Okay, so today we will start a new chapter, that is financial analysis of financial statement. Okay, we are actually doing analysis of financial statement. There is two type analysis is there. One is comparative statement and another is common size statement. And this chapter is also very important for your board exam purpose. Okay, from there you have to again get the 8 marks question. At least 6 marks question will come from this chapter, and this chapter is very easy. Learn from your starting. You can easily understand what is ever actually going on. Now, what is comparative statement and what is common size statement? First is we will learn today the comparative statement. And there have already I made 2 or 3 video about statement, company's balance sheet and company's profit and loss statement. You just go this video in YouTube or e-class, e-school portal, and there you can find this video. From there you can see how the company's balance sheet and company's profit and loss looks like. Because this type of analysis is actually made on only on company's account, not the partnership or sole proprietorship business. So all are the analysis, financial analysis will be done on the basis of company accounts, not the sole proprietorship or partnership. Now, in your NCERT book, come to the page number 184. 184 is just 185, okay. There you can see a illustration. Today we will do a illustration. There is an example was there, illustration 4, page number 185, your NCERT book. There you can find from the following balance sheet of Amrit Limited as at March 31, 2014 and 2015, prepare a comparative balance sheet. A comparative balance sheet you have to make. Now comparison, how can we make? Comparison actually minimum 2 person or 2 things will be needed to comparison. In company accounts, you know there is a 2 years figure always given. So we easily get 2 years figure, so we can compare 2 years figure from that. And there is a 2015 and 2014 accountancy syllabus I told yesterday. Again I am telling you, all of you just listen very carefully and convey this message to your friends also. The 2 chapters will be happen in your unit 1. One is not for profit organization and one is cash flow statement. Okay, one is not for profit organization and one is cash flow statement, and all the question will become in the form of MCQ. There is no board question will be there, and total marks will be 20 marks. Total is 20 marks is there, and all the question will become in the form of MCQ. Okay, 2 chapter is there, not for profit organization and cash flow statement. Okay, so now comparative statement comparison we can make in 2 person or 2 figure. Minimum 2 things will be needed to compare between. Same question you are asking again, Orpita. Your previous class Parthu sir already said that this thing, the schedule of the exam will be, you can follow our school website, and from there you can know what is the schedule of examination date, all the things, which subject will be happen, which date, all the things you can know our school website. You just follow that, and syllabus we can tell you. This is a 2 chapter will be happen, that is not for profit organization and one is cash flow statement. Now 2 chapter already completed, and both the chapter is very important for your board exam also. Now today we again start the 3rd chapter, that is analysis of financial statement of a company. Exam, sir, कब तक exam start? Exam will when you just follow the school website. there you can find when the exam will be start, what is the date of exam, which subject will be happen in which date. All the information you will actually get from our school website. You follow this school website each and every day. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now go just in your NCERT book, page number 185, there a illustration is there. The following balance sheet of Amrit Limited and a comparative balance sheet you have to make. The company's balance sheet is given there, equity and liabilities. First is there equity and liabilities. There is shareholder fund, share capital is there, reserve and surplus is there. In non-current liabilities, long-term borrowing is there. In current liabilities, trade payable is there. In asset side, non-current asset is there. Under non-current asset, fixed asset, tangible fixed asset 20 lakh, intangible asset 19 lakh. And there is no non-current investment, but current asset is there. Inventory is 13 lakh, 14 lakh, and cash equivalent 3 lakh and 2 lakh. So, how you can do a comparative analysis, comparative statement, how can you make? Now look, whatever given in your question, you just copy and paste in your answer fast. How can you do that? You just look the book, page number 185, question number 4, Amrit Limited, balance sheet of Amrit Limited. What is the format? Comparative balance sheet as at 31st March 2015. Okay. Now there is two figure is there, one is 2014 and another is 2015. Only thing you have to do, you just reverse it. You just compare first in 2014 figure with 2015 figure. Okay. But in your book you can see there is 2015 figure column is first and second is last year figure, but we just opposite it. Last year figure we will actually write in first, then current year figure. Okay. Then to compare, in case of comparison, you have to take the basis of last year figure. Okay. If there is 2013, then you have to take 2013 figure. If there is a 2012, you have to take 2012 figure. But generally 2 years figure they given, not more than that. So first is as they are given, you just write that particulars. This is rupees and rupees. First they given shareholder fund, equity and liabilities. First there is equity and liabilities. You just write, copy and paste, equity and liabilities. Then shareholder funds, under shareholder fund there is a share capital, number A, share capital. The format is already given here as per Companies Act 2013. So you do not need any changes, just copy and paste the figure in here first. If there is not mentioned the proper format and some of the things is given in the question, then you have to write in this proper format first, then you have to start your problem. So share capital, generally the figure given in the balance sheet in your question is as per form of the Companies Act 2013 Schedule 3. Schedule 3 of 2013 already given a format, and that format you will always use when you are doing the balance sheet of the companies. Okay. You have to follow that. Now first is 2014 figure we will write, that is 15 lakh, and another is 20 lakh. Now second is reserve and surplus. Reserve and surplus. In reserve and surplus, that is 2014 figure we will write first, that is 14 lakh, and there is 13 lakh. Okay. Now non-current liabilities. Number 2, non-current liabilities. Under non-current liabilities, there is long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings mean maybe long-term loan or debentures will be there, but there is no note is there. So long-term borrowing is first 16 lakh. Always remember, first you write the last year figure, previous year figure, then current year figure, that is 19 lakh. Same thing we are writing, just copy and pasting in here. I am copying from the books and pasting in here, whatever they are given in our question. Number 3, current liabilities. Current liabilities. Under current liabilities, there is trade payables. Trade payables. And trade payable amount last year 2 lakh and current year 3 lakh. Now you can total also given in here, you just total it, that is 47 lakh last year and 55 lakh this year. Now come to the asset side. Asset side, there is first is non-current asset. Number 1 is non-current asset. Non-current asset means fixed asset. Non-current asset. Under non-current asset, number A is fixed asset. Fixed asset. Under fixed asset, which asset is there? One is tangible asset. One is tangible asset. Value of tangible asset last year is 15 lakh and this year is 20 lakh. This year is 20 lakh. Intangible asset also is there. Intangible asset. What is intangible asset? Intangible asset is goodwill, copyright, patent. These are the intangible asset which we cannot touch and feel, but they have a value. So they are called intangible asset. That is last year figure is 16 lakh and this year figure is 19 lakh. Now there is no non-current asset is there. Number 2 is a current asset is there. Current asset. Current asset, under current asset there is a inventories. Inventories. Inventories means stock and consumable goods. That is last year 14 lakh and this year 13 lakh. And one thing is there, cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalents. What is the amount? Last year 2 lakh and this year 3 lakh. Now here the total will be same. Asset, what is the total of liability? That is the total of asset. That is 47 lakh. and 55 lakh. Because we know asset equal to liabilities. Okay. Capital plus liability equal to asset. Up to that there should not be any problem, because we just copied it from book and write in here. Then what will happen? Now you have to figure out absolute change. We have to figure out absolute change, and that may be in your plus or minus. That may be in plus or minus. Absolute change means difference between two figures. What is the absolute change in the figures? And another will do that percentage. Another will do the percentage, change of the percentage. And that can be the increasing percentage or decreasing percentage. Percentage can be increased, can be decreased, absolute value can be increased, it can be decreased. How can we do that? The absolute change, that can be greater than or minus, that can be increased, that can be decreased, percentage can be increased, percentage can be decreased. Now look, first of all there is share capital. What is the change of share capital? Now last year it is 15 lakh was there, and current year that is 20 lakh. Means there is a 5 lakh increase in share capital. 5 lakh increase in share capital. Now next, reserve and surplus. There is a 14 lakh in last year, this year 13 lakh. Means maybe there is a 1 lakh is shortage. Okay. And you have to write under bracket, because it is a decreasing of reserve and surplus. That is the decrease of reserve and surplus. Last year 14 lakh, this year 13 lakh, means 1 lakh profit is decreases. Okay. Now again we think long term borrowings. Long term borrowing last year 16 lakh, this year 19 lakh. What is the change? The change is positive figure, that is 3 lakh increases. Now trade payables. Trade payable also increases. Last year 2 lakh and this year 3 lakh, that is 1 lakh increases. And we have to make the total also, that is 8 lakh. 8 lakh is there. Okay. Up to that any problem? What is the absolute change? Nothing but the last year figure, you have to minus this year figure. This is the absolute change. What is the change of the share capital, reserve and surplus, long term borrowing? How can you know? You just minus last year figure to this year figure. Okay. Current year figure. 2014 figure to current year figure. From that you know what is the change. This figure is your base value. Okay. According to that you have to change each and every year figure. That is, if there is a 2016, then you have to take 2014. And in respect of 2014, you can see what is the change in 2016. Whenever you are differentiate, you should always differentiate from the greater value to lower value. That is 20 lakh to 15 lakh, 13 lakh to 14 lakh. So there is a 1 lakh change. 19 lakh to 16 lakh, 3 lakh to 2 lakh. That is 1 lakh change is there. And in same way, you have to do the asset side also. Last year 15 lakh, this year 20 lakh, means 5 lakh increases. Last year 16 lakh, this year 19 lakh, means 3 year increases. Last year 14 lakh, this year 13 lakh. There is a decreasing of 1 lakh of inventories. 1 lakh inventories decreases. And last year 2 lakh cash was there, this year 3 lakh, means 1 lakh cash increases. So this is very simple, and total is come again the 8 lakh, because asset equal to liability. Okay, that is also 8 lakh. So this is the absolute change. You just minus from 2015 to base figure 2014. All are, whatever difference is come is the change, absolute change of the figure, and from there you can easily know what is the changes happening there. Now anybody asks you what is the change in share capital, you can easily say this year share capital increases by 5 lakh. Okay. Now the next thing, that is change of percentage. How you can calculate the percentage? Percentage, how can you calculate it? Percentage. So 2014 is a base year, and this base year figure you have to calculate your percentage. What is the change? So you have to write 5 lakh, the absolute change value, by your base year figure, that is previous year figure, that is 15 lakh, into 100 percentage. How can we happen? You have to multiply with 100. So what will be the figure will become? That is 33% will become. Okay, you have to calculate that, but actually come the 33%. 33.33%. So there is an increase of 33.33%. Just know the formula. You have to divide 5 lakh from the base value, that is 15 lakh. 5 lakh divided by 15 lakh into 100. This is the formula. 1 lakh divided, last second, reserve and surplus. What will do? 1 lakh divided by 14 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 14 lakh means 1 by 14 into 100. So what will come? 7.14. 7.14. And as this absolute change value is minus, so percentage also comes under minus. So this figure you have to write in your bracket, okay, because there is a decreasing. What happened actually? There is a fall of 7.14% of reserve and surplus. From there we can easily say long term borrowings. Same thing will be happen, 3 lakh divided by 16 lakh, and it will come 18.75 increasing. Now trade payables you can easily find. There is a 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 1 lakh is increasing. So what is the change? 1 lakh increase. There is a 2 lakh last year, this year 3 lakh, means 50% increases. Okay, so you can easily write 50%. All the percentage. As if you give the percentage figure in here, then you do not write percentage sign in here. If you do not give the percentage sign in upper column, then you have to write the percentage sign. But it is better for you write the percentage sign in the column first, because it is a column of percentage. Percentage sign do not require. So what is actually happening? You have to make a total. That is 17.02%. How this is come? This is come from 8 lakh divided by 47 lakh into 100, 17.02. This you can also calculate, 8 lakh divided by 47 lakh. So this is total change is 17.02. You can easily find. Okay. Now come to the asset side. Same thing will be happen. Base year is 2014. So 5 lakh divided by 15 lakh. What will be happen? You have already revealed this. That is 33.3%. 33.33%. Sorry. 33.33%. Next is intangible asset. That is increased by 3 lakh. So 3 lakh divided by 16 lakh base year figure into 100. What will come? 18.75. 18.75. Now there is a decreasing of inventories from 14 lakh to 13 lakh, 1 lakh decreasing. But when your percentage will be revealed, 1 lakh divided by 14 lakh, that will comes 7.14. And thus this figure is minus. So your percentage also in minus figure, and you should write it in bracket. Okay. Now cash and cash equivalent, you can easily see this is the last year, this is 2 lakh, this year 3 lakh, when 1 lakh increases means 50% increases was there. So write 50. And lastly, what happened? This also easily match with this figure, because liability side total is same, difference is same, so percentage is also same. Here is same thing, 47 lakh, 55 lakh, 8 lakh was there, then percentage will be 17.02. So this is the comparative balance sheet. Okay, this is the comparative balance sheet, and very easy. A 6 marks question will be must for your board purpose. Okay, and there is, this chapter is very easy, and you can easily do that in your exam. There is no change. Actually, first you should do whatever they are in your question. You just write in accordingly, chronological order. But one thing you should mind it, the last year figure you should write first, then you should write the next current year figure, and then you should compare. First you should compare what is absolute change, then according to percentage. Each and every item you have to do that. Maybe the item will be more. Okay, so nothing is very complicated in here. 1 or 2 math will be complicated, that will we deliver in the our next class. I will again do the comparative balance sheet. Now, how comparative income statement, but there is very less time. There is 5 minutes only late. Everybody have you understood this? Everything is okay. Is there any problem? Sayan, Orpida, Sauradeep. Is there any problem? Okay, have you understood? Okay, then I am rubbing it. Okay, okay, thank you. Yes, sir. Now, we will do a income statement. Income statement means in case of company, there is no profit and loss account is made in final account. They are called income statement or profit and loss account statement. And the format of profit and loss account I have already discussed in video. You just go YouTube and there you can find the video how the profit and loss account looks like. Okay, you can again find this. I have also uploaded it in your eSchool portal. You can go and find it, then easily you understand what is the format of financial statement, because your first chapter is company's financial statement, that is already completed in YouTube. But there is something, some math or some practical problem yet not done. We will done it in later, because you do not understand. There is very few 4 or 3 marks question will be come from this chapter. This chapter is not very important for your board examination. But this comparative and common size balance sheet is very important as per your board's perspective. Now, income, you just page number 182, your NCERT book, you can find, convert the following statement of profit and loss. Following statement, convert the following statement of profit and loss into the comparative statement of profit and loss of BCR Company Limited. A profit and loss statement is given in your book, page number 182, illustration 1. There they given the revenue from operation other income, expenses, income tax. 4 figure is given is there. Now how can we do the comparative statement of profit and loss? Comparative statement of profit and loss. Comparative profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement. Not account, okay? Don't write account. In case of company, this is the called statement. As at 31st March, 2015. Now there is first is revenue from operation. So in company, case of company, first what figure actually given in company's profit and loss statement, that is revenue from operation. Okay, you just go and see the video. What is the statement looks like. Okay, your project. Sayan is writing what is our project, Orpit is writing what is our project. Your project will be announced soon by the Vidyut sir, okay. You just ask Vidyut sir to given your project, okay. Because there is a lots of changes happen in CBSE guideline because of this pandemic situation. So you just ask Vidyut sir what is your project for your board exam purpose, okay. So revenue from operation. Revenue from operation means sales. Now you can see the two figure also given in here. One is 13-14, one is 14-15. 13-14 and one is 14-15. So this is April to March figure, 13-14 and 14-15. 13-14 and 14-15. So last year figure is 13-14, this current year figure is 14-15. Revenue from operation. Revenue from operation given in your question, that is 60 lakh, just like you just write it from your question, 60 lakh and that is 75 lakh. Next is number 2, other income. Other income. What is other income? Other income also given in question, that is 1,50,000 and 1,20,000. And what is the total? Total is 61,50,000 and here total is 76,20,000. Now this is number 3, total revenue. Total revenue, that is 1 plus 2. Now come to expenses, number 4. To less expenses. Expenses also given in your question, that is 44 lakh and 56 lakh. 50 lakh 60,000, sorry, 50 lakh 60,000. Now after expenses what will given? You can find the profit, because if from income if you less the expenses, what will get? The profit. The profit before taxes. Profit before tax, and that will be the minus from total income to total expense, that is 17,50,000 and that is 25,60,000. Number 5, that is tax also, but income tax percentage is there, that is 35% and 40%. That percentage is there. You have to calculate the percentage. upon the profit, because if we paid the tax upon whatever the income of our net income is, that is net profit. Okay. So from 17,50,000 we have to calculate 35%, and from 25,60,000 we have to calculate 40%. What is the figure? 6 lakh less tax, 6 lakh 12,500 for 2013-14, and 14-15 10 lakh 24,000 will be the figure. Then we have to less tax from the profit before tax is there, less tax. Then what we will find? Profit after tax. Profit after tax. Okay, profit after tax will find 11 lakh 37,500 and 15 lakh 36,000 get. Okay. Now this is the end. So this profit is actually transferred to the balance sheet. Okay. Now you have to do the same thing, that is absolute change. What is the absolute change of revenue operation? You have to minus it from 17 lakh to, because 13-14 is your base year, 75 lakh minus 60 lakh, that is 15 lakh. That is 15 lakh. And what is the change in percentage? That is 15 lakh divided by 60 lakh into 100, that is 25%. Okay, that is 25%. Now what is other income? There is 1,50,000, and this year 1,20,000, means this is a decreasing of the other income. What is the amount of decreasing? That is 30,000 decreasing was there. We have to write in bracket because it is a minus figure, and 30,000 divided by 150 will be the percentage, will be 20%. So 20% decreasing was there, so it will be also in bracket. Then you have to calculate again. What is the total? 14,70,000. And what is the percentage? You can do easily 23.90. Okay. Now expenses. What is the change in expenses? This is 6,60,000 change in expenses. And what is the change of percentage? That is 15%. So now you have to deduct again from your total revenue less total expenses. Then what will come? That is 8,10,000. And again you have to do percentage. 8,10,000 upon base year figure, that is 17,50,000 into 100, that is change in 46.29. Okay. Then there is a tax. What is the change of tax? Change of tax is 4,11,500. What is the change in a percentage? 67.18. Okay. Then again you have to do less from your, this is your profit before tax, less profit after tax, and what you will find? 3,98,500 and 35.03 in percentage. Just deduct from 46.29 to 67.18, you can find 35. No, this is not deduct from here. You have find from 3,98,500 divided by 11,37,500, that will come 35.03. So same thing as you have done in case of balance sheet, the same thing, that is in case of profit and loss statement. And this is very easy, and for you next we will again do on the basis of comparative statement. We will do again some complicated problem we will do. Hope you will understand today. Thank you for watching. Sir, it's very tough. What is very tough? Profit and loss statement. Same thing is happening. Revenue from operation. What is revenue from operation? You just what type of problem you are facing in here in case of profit and loss statement? When we have done the balance sheet, you say it is very easy. Now you are saying this profit and loss statement is very tough. What is the problem? If there any problem, you can write, I can answer. And next day we will again do this profit and loss statement, comparative profit and loss statement again. I hope you will understand then. Sion written that, sir, it is very tough. What is the problem of Sion? Don't write out this type of thing would be the don't write this type of thing in your official Facebook online chat thing in here. So don't write this type of thing to your another friend. Okay, thank you. Next day we will do it again. Hope for best. Keep practicing, and hope you will well and safe in your home. Thank you.
Welcome, dear students. Hopefully all